Say something to the camera, Erica.
Why are you already filming?
I thought we needed some live footage for our documentary.
Just an eager beaver. Okay.
Well, it's day one for the Saskatoon Project.
I think.
Here is our first location.
This is the limit, actually.
This is our first stop.
Erected in 1927, built with cut stone from Indiana, the memorial gates are located on College Drive at one of the entrances to the university. They were originally supposed to be the main entrance to the university, built at the entrance just west of St. Andrews College, but because of ease of traffic flow and expansion, they now only lead to the Royal University Hospital and Health Sciences via a sidewalk into a green space. The money for the gates was raised by a committee chaired by a Saskatoon ex-mayor, Howard McConnell, and managed to gather up $10,000, about $141,000 today. On one gate, it reads University of Saskatchewan, and on the other gate it reads Memorial Gates, erected 1927 AD. There's a tablet connecting both of the gates, inscribed with the names of all 67 of the students and faculty members who lost their lives in the war. Many, if not all of them, were initially recruited to the 196th Battalion in 1916, meant to be the Canadian Western University Battalion. However, it was created with the hopes that each university would provide over 250 soldiers. As this didn't happen, the battalion was dissolved and they fought with the 46th Battalion, known as the South Saskatchewan Battalion in France instead. This battalion fought from the Battle of the Somme onwards, but became known as the Suicide Battalion, as it had a casualty rate of 91.5%.
Hey, that name looks familiar.
Didn't we have a teacher with that name or something?
You have a teacher that fought in World War I?
That was a school week and a half.
Look how far from the curb I am!
Whoa. Look at those footprints.
Are they coming out of the clock?
Or going in?
Originally built next to the old Star Phoenix building, the Star Phoenix clock can be found at 24th Street and 5th Avenue. While it's come to honor all Star Phoenix employees who fought in the war, the memorial was originally built with one man in mind, Talmadge Lawson. Saskatoon had two main newspapers back in early 1920, the Daily Star and the Daily Phoenix. While the recognizable Star Phoenix name wasn't officially adapted until the Sifton family acquired both papers and merged them into one, there was still a sort of newspaper coalition between the Star and Phoenix. W.F. Herman owned the Star, and the Malik family owned the Phoenix. They were both published under their separate names, but retained their titles. So, in a sense, it was the Star Phoenix building. At the beginning of the war, Herman's partner in business was Talmadge Lawson, who went to volunteer for the war effort. He would be killed right at the end of the Artois-Loos offensive in a trench outside of Kemmel, a small village located about 6 miles south of Ypres. Along with Private Lawson, 20 other Saskatoon men of the Saskatchewan Regiment of the 28th Battalion were blown up by German mines. To honor his partner's death, Herman commissioned the Star Phoenix clock.
It is 4:43 and we are at our next destination, the Vimy Ridge Memorial.
My school came here for a field trip, and this kid went down the stairs and then he never came back. Something happened, he had a seizure or something, but no one really knows what happened to him.
What? Excuse me? Kind of freaky. I don't know, there's blocks of ice, but...
And there's a lot more over there too, and they're all in specific little piles.
Anyway, this is the Vimy Ridge Memorial!
The Vimy Memorial Bandstand was erected in 1937 by the Saskatchewan Kiwanis Club, under the initiative of its leader A.N. Boyd. It was built on the riverside, as it was supposed to be used for music bands and other performances, and that was where the city saw it being the best utilized. The park around it is known as Kiwanis Park, obviously named for the Kiwanis Club. In 1936, a pilgrimage was made by over 6,000 Canadian veterans to the Vimy Memorial in France, where it was finally unveiled after 11 years in development. This brought Vimy, fought in 1917, to the forefront of everybody's minds, and Kiwanis, a club founded on charity and helping the community, decided to raise money to create a monument honoring the battle that came to really represent Canada in World War I as its proving grounds. It was one of the major turning points in World War I, and that was because of the teamwork and bravery of the 4 Canadian Divisions. Club raised $3,521, about $62,000 today, to build it, and the city donated $1,000 today. Reverend Roy Melville, a local priest, echoed King Edward VIII's speech at the Vimy Memorial in France when the Vimy Memorial here in Saskatoon was revealed. In a spirit of thankfulness for their example of reverence for their devotion and of pride in their comradeship, we dedicate this Vimy Memorial Bandstand. May it be of service for many years to present and future generations.
Medium peppermint. Where have you been? We told you to meet us,
You know,
like a couple hours ago.
like researching and stuff.
So what were you doing?
Doing research at the library. You guys know Clifford Sifton? You guys remember him?
Yep, I guess so.
You guess so? So it turns out his family was pretty big into press, and they had the Winnipeg Free Press, and eventually the Star Phoenix was originally 2 papers called the Daily Star and the Daily Phoenix. But eventually Clifford Sifton and his family bought like both the newspapers and merged them into the Star Phoenix. I don't know, I just thought that was pretty cool, because
Oh yeah, so cool.
Shut up.
Our other stops that we've been to have been really weird.
Yeah.
What's weird about them?
There's just something off about those places. Okay, so here's our next one.
The cenotaph actually means it's a monument built for people who are buried elsewhere, actually.
See to it that their names be not forgotten.
I guess it's
What do you see?
That guy.
Oh.
Staring at us.
Oh, where are you going?
The cenotaph could originally be found in the middle of 21st Street and 2nd Avenue as a centerpiece for the road branching the train station and the Bessborough Hotel. However, as traffic grew, it was moved to City Hall in 1957, where it now sits on the north side of 23rd Street in the middle of a grand courtyard. Built in 1929, the cenotaph is named as such because a cenotaph is a monument meant to honor the dead who are buried elsewhere, i.e. the graves in France and Belgium. It honors all the Saskatoon men who fought in World War I. The cenotaph's design was created by a Regina man, F.H. Portnall. Anyone could enter the design for what the cenotaph should look like, and Portnall's design was picked. He designed it with fretted panels to resemble a Union Jack, crowns above the clock to symbolize the British war effort, and draped flags to convey the structure's military nature. The chimes of the clock made the masonry feel alive, which is one of the reasons they picked the design. A monument should honor the dead by feeling alive.
I'm hungry. Should we get food?
We just went to Tim Hortons.
Yeah, but that's like a drink.
Oh yeah, Sean, how was your adventure in the forest?
Sean?
You guys don't even appreciate the history.
What?
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, we are at this destination, the next of kin, Memorial Avenue.
Okay.
Sean, come here. Come look at
Come in here. What?
this. What?
What? Where are you going? Sean! Where did he go?
Why is he acting so scary? Sean,
Sean!
come out now. photo, please.
Sean, this isn't funny anymore.
Is that his hat?
What? Oh,
This is a hat you got him for Christmas.
yeah. So, where is he?
Located at Woodlawn Cemetery on the corner of 33rd Street and Warman Road, next of kin Memorial Avenue is the entrance to the cemetery. Its branching trees lean over the road and cast shadows, serving as a living representation of those that fought for Canada. Back in 1922, the Imperial ordered Daughters of the Empire's pleas for Saskatoon to commemorate their fallen soldiers with a road of remembrance, a trend that was quickly sweeping the nation, were finally answered by Saskatoon City Council. A road of remembrance is a road along which people can plant trees dedicated to a lost loved one. In 1923, the city of Saskatoon passed a resolution to have Decoration Day on August 23rd, where the trees would be planted. You had to go through a process to apply and pay for a tree, and many did so. For example, one Gertrude Van Honet applied for a tree to honor 14 nursing sisters who worked in Saskatoon that died on the brutal assault of Landovery Castle, a hospital ship shot down illegally by a German U-boat, pushing the entire world just a little bit more to defeat the evil that was the Huns. Most trees are taken care of by their next of kin, hence next of kin Memorial Avenue. The thing most people have remarked about Memorial Avenue is that it's a great pleasure to dedicate something living to their lost friends and lovers.
What just happened?
I don't know, like, where did he go?
Come on, we should go back.
We have to finish. We have to finish the documentary. Okay, so this is our last stop.
The Hugh Cairns Memorial. It's so cold. We still haven't found Sean.
Yeah.
But here it is.
On the corner of 25th Street and Spadina, you can find the Hugh Cairns Memorial statue in Kinsman Park. It seems quite fitting that the memorial, the only one known to be dedicated to fallen footballers, be located in the park where the Saskatoon Football Association used to play, which Cairns was a part of. They financed the 18-foot-high statue to honor the 75 Saskatoon footballers who gave their lives during the war. Hugh Cairns was the last Canadian to earn the Victoria Cross, the highest British military honor possible. Previously, he had earned the Distinguished Conduct Medal, the second highest honor. Cairns started out on the 65th Battalion, which became absorbed into many battalions. Cairns himself was absorbed into the 46th Battalion. He proved to be an expert with the Lewis gun. During a battle at Lens during Vimy, he led a machine gun crew against a German position, capturing guns, and even covering his men's retreat. He took 13 pieces of shrapnel, but later recovered. This is where he earned the DCM. On November 1st, 1918, 10 days before the armistice, Cairns fought at Valenciennes, France. He used his Lewis gun to capture a firing machine gun by himself and kill 5 enemy troops. Later, he killed 12 more, captured 18, and took out 2 more guns. Finally, he commandeered an outflank maneuver that captured 7 machine guns, 4 field guns, and 1 French mortar. Along the way, he killed many more, and over 50 troops surrendered. However, he was eventually overrun by German soldiers and died the next day from his wounds and a massive loss of blood, very close to the day of armistice. This earned him his VC and his legacy as one of Canada's greatest troops.
What's that?
What?
By this. Sean?
Wait, is that Sean?
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 Sean!
Sean, come on.
Sean! Stop!
Let's go to the car.